Hello everyone. Recent incident that shocked the conscience of many of us, that is the locker room one. And I'm not specifying boys locker room or girls locker room, because locker room, wherever it exists and whoever brings them into existence with such objectionable and objectifying content is not appreciable. So let's talk about what causes it or what is the future of it. So what do you think, who should be made responsible for this incident? Whose responsibility it was? Parents, schools, social media, movies, TV series, or the children themselves, or the lots of unproductive time which they are left with unlimited access to internet? Who should be made responsible? So let's start with parents, because I think that paramountly it was parents' responsibility, because they failed to teach their children the moral and ethical standards of life, because they failed in making their children sensitized about these topics, about the dignity of other human being, about gender sensitivity. It is fault in their upbringing that got highlighted through this incident. And I personally believe that formal education does not play as important part in our lives as the lessons which were taught to us during our upbringing by parents, by elder persons, or by our circumstances. Because those lessons shape our minds, they mold our minds in a certain manner. So it is the responsibility of parents and other elder persons surrounding them to imbibe in them, in children, the basic values and the basic principles of life. So when we are talking about responsibility of parents, what about responsibility of school? Do they also need to share some responsibility? Yes, because they also failed in imparting the education which has humanitarian and moral values in it. They failed in, in telling the students the ill wills of sharing mobbed photos, of objectifying person, of stalking, voyeurism, and the provisions. They failed in telling them about the provisions of POSH Act, POXO Act, Juvenile Justice Act. So they should have made the effort of bridging the gap between the sex education and moral education, which they didn't. And even they could make their students aware through the workshops, seminars, sessions, different kind of sessions. Even now, the principal of those school, there was one school, the principal of that school was having a session with the parents for the emotional and mental well-being of children. Why couldn't they have it before? And now the lockdown phase was going, but it was not last year, it was not last to last year this phase was going. They could have organized these kind of workshops which could imbibe, which could impart to the children the gender sensitivity and the and the information about cyber crime. They could have organized it. But while talking about it, how much time students spend in school? What about social media? Because there is too much of exposure in social media. There are apps and websites which exhibit such content without reasonable restrictions. They also contribute in certain manner. What about those? But when I'm also blaming social media, there are lots of people who access social media, but not all of them, all of their minds depraved and got corrupted by seeing the material. So who should be made responsible here? Because if people are watching it, so exists, but not everybody's mind got corrupted, or maybe it got corrupted but it is not reported or it is not traced. What about the children's responsibility by themselves? Because nobody asks them to talk in certain manner, nobody compels them, force them to have such kind of conversation, or do such things, sharing photos and mocked photos, objectifying the person. They were not compelled. So, and even in Juvenile Justice Act, it is being said that even if the person has not completed 18 years, it is below 18 years, it can be treated as an adult depending on the understanding. So it depends on understanding. When the person has the access to it, when the person know that leaking such things would expose the person or would harm the character or reputation of other person, then the children must be knowing that what they are doing is wrong. That is why they were so they exposed them on social media. So how could they glorify such acts, such horrendous crimes of gang rapes and objectification? Is it because they want to, by having such lewd comments, by talking in some demeaning manner, does they try to satisfy any of the cool factor in their presumption? Or because the age does not matter that much, because from the time the person is born, he or she possesses some modesty, and that modesty needs to be respected throughout our lives. And moreover, this incident happened online, so it got reported, it can be traced. But what about, and because maybe I'm wrong here, but I believe that many of such groups exist and many of such incidents happen in our, at every level in our day-to-day life. It is not only online, it is in our practical life too. So which reflects that it is the mentality with which we have to deal with. It is not the locker room on social media, it is the locker room in our brains with which we have to be freed with. So compiling all these things, all these factors, I think that it is responsibility, that it is not responsibility of one factor, but it was collective responsibility of all factors. Because they should have shared the responsibility, and so we should, and this incident also made us realize that it is the path in which we all have to act in a shared and in a collective, we have to make collective efforts in order to eliminate this mentality, because that is important, eliminating this mentality, not eliminating any person, but the mentality that has to be attacked. So this was what I thought, that these are the factors and they could do certain things to improve this. So what about you, that maybe there are some things which I might have missed, which did not strike to my mind, and which you think that it was the important factor? We would love to hear from you, and because as I said, it is a collective effort, so you also have to become part of this collective journey. And yeah, thank you so much.